Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Brandon 9mm USA here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Walther PPQ Q5 match steel frame. This is a 9mm pistol. We shot 250 rounds of 6 hours 9mm elite performance ammunition during this test, and this one was fantastic at the range. That review is coming up next.
Alright guys, the Walther PPQ Q5 match steel frame. First rounds. It's a heavy gun, weighs as much as a full-size 1911. Wow. It's a shooter for sure. Alright guys, let's talk about this Walther PPQ Q5 match steel frame. Wow, look at those lightning cuts right there. That just looks sexy. This pistol does have a 5-inch barrel. It is tinted for coated, and it is cold hammer forged steel. You do have a polished feed ramp back there. You can see it ever so slightly right there. So just an extremely high quality barrel on this pistol. This pistol is extremely accurate. I mean, you could shoot the lights out on this competition style pistol right here. This pistol does have target style sights. So you have a fully adjustable rear sight for windage and elevation. And speaking of the rear sight, it is removable, and you can mount a red dot sight on this pistol if you want to. It does come with the red dot sight mounting equipment as far as the different plates in the box. And the front sight is a red fiber optic front sight, so a fantastic sight picture on this pistol. You also do have serrations up top to reduce glare past your mounting plate right here. The machining on this pistol is just a 10. Very well done.
All right guys, we're shooting that 6-hour elite performance ammunition. It is the 115 grain full metal jacket traveling at 1185 feet per second. So guys, the Q5 match, I love it before I even shoot it. So let's see if I continue to love it after shooting it. This is one of young Beretta's other Walther PPQ 9mm magazines. So they're all interchangeable. You can use them in this pistol. So if you're already a PPQ 9mm fan, you can pick this up and keep all those magazines. Wow. It is a friggin' shooter. I was afraid of that. That's amazing. Today's video is sponsored by Core Essentials. Core Essentials makes one of the best gun belts on the market today. I've been using their gun belt products since 2016. I thoroughly believe in their belt products, and that's why we are excited to work with them now. I'm currently using the new tactical reinforced nylon belt from Core Essentials. The nylon webbing outer layer is rated up to 500 pounds. It is a very strong belt. The reinforced power core center and super fiber inner lining make this unique belt durable and stiff enough to support small to medium to even larger handguns. The belt itself is rated up to 8 pounds maximum. Of course, I am exceeding that with my duty belt setup here. This is what the belt looks like while wearing my duty belt over top of it. And guys, here's the core belt being used inside of a full duty belt. So it's strong enough to support that. It's definitely strong enough to support your CCW firearm. So now let's cover the belts and go over the system and the buckles themselves. All of Core's belts are 800% more adjustable than your old traditional belts. These trackline belts have over 40 sizing positions to choose from. You just pull the extra belt material through the buckle and you get that precise fit. You can press the belt buckle's quick release tab to loosen the belt. These features make it very easy to find that perfect fit, no matter what your size. The adjustments in the belt's track is made every 1/4 of an inch, making it very versatile indeed. The track is hidden when you wear the belt, and the track is nearly indestructible. We do not see any wear on the track belts that we have been using for over a year. The belt secured the buckle using the teeth clamps and 2 set screws. You've got classic style buckle designs here that do not scream tactical belt, because no one needs to know you're carrying a concealed weapon. Core Essentials offers a 30-day money-back guarantee and a 1-year warranty on their products. My current setup is running the X4 stainless steel buckle and a tactical reinforced gun belt. The whole package goes for a little bit less than $63 after you use the discount code B9USA. That's a real value and a good product that I have tested over time, and I highly recommend it to you guys. I will be buying several more belts coming up and giving them away as gifts, be it for a birthday or for Christmas season. So here's the 2 different color belts that are available from Core Essentials. As far as taking your gun on or off as a concealed carry person, right underneath here is the release. And it's that easy. Very strong belt. Putting it back on. And this excellent leather holster right here. And that's right, guys, I've switched over to the Dan Wesson for a concealed carry handgun. Feed it through the belt buckle, and then just grab it from this end here and pull. And you're good to go. There is no slag in this belt. It holds it really tight to your hip right here. As you can see, it sucks this 1911 up right up against my hip. This is not a light overall package right here, and the belt does an excellent job. If you do place your order, guys, make sure you use the B9USA discount code and save 10% off your entire order. Talking about the pistol itself, it does have a very familiar bore access and grip on the gun. It'll feel very PPQ-ish of all their regular PPQs that are out there. It's just much heavier, and you can feel this steel right here making up the beaver tail. So as you push your hand far up into the gun itself, you can tell there's no give up here, guys. If you get the steel one, that thing is in place and it's going to be pushing up against your hand right here. So if you go for a high grip, which I always do, see my skin rubbing up against it, there's not much recoil or anything to worry about, but just know that when you grab high into the gun, you're going to be going up against the steel here of the beaver tail. The gun itself was very comfortable to shoot overall, but there is no give to this line right here on the beaver tail. So just know that that's there, and that's what you're going to be grabbing up against. As far as I could tell, nothing else on the pistol bothered me at all when I was shooting it.
And so what bothers you about that is the angle of it, right? It's just kind of pronounced on the sides.
I think maybe it could have been radiused here a little bit, just kind of, instead of being kind of a little bit of a sharp edge, they could have rounded this a little bit more.
A little less material, possibly.
Yeah, just you know, I know it's being nitpicky here, but I'm just telling you that that's the only thing I noticed about the handgun that wasn't ultra comfortable.
I noticed it too, and I do have shorter thumbs compared to you, so like my joint definitely actually did hit up against it a little bit. That's right here. Yeah. It didn't bother me at all. Like, I mean, it's totally something you can totally ignore, but I mean, it's just kind of there.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
And it's something to talk about. Talking about the pistol itself, this thing comes in empty at 41.6 ounces. Now, for a lot of you polymer guys, that's going to seem like a huge amount of weight. For those of us that shoot full-size 1911s on a regular basis, you know that those pistols usually weigh between 38 and 42 ounces. So at 41.6, it doesn't seem terribly heavy to me. This is not a CCW piece, in my opinion. This is a range fun gun and a home defense gun set up with lights or lasers or whatever you want to do as far as that's concerned. If that's what you want to wield around in your house to defend yourself and your family, I could see it being used for that too. But boy, you talk about a competition gun or a fun gun, that's this thing all the way.
Last mag. Try one-handed. Super sweet.
I knew it would be. The magazine release is almost the perfect size. It doesn't come out too far, but it's very easy to hit and to use. And talking about putting magazines in this gun, oh my God. It's just really well done right here as far as the mag well is concerned. So it makes it pretty easy to get your magazines in and out.
The pistol has a standard Walther PPQ mag release that is reversible, so if you're a lefty, you can swap it over. Alright guys, notice right here you have a loaded chamber indicator. Right there you can see the extractor is coming back. You can see red. It means you have a round in the chamber. Gotta tell you guys, after shooting multiple 1911s today that were having some problems, it's very nice to see a steel frame pistol running reliably. Just saying. Here we go. That's what the 17 rounder looks like in the gun. So guys, I just took down the pistol just to look at it. I've never taken down the PPQ SF to see what it looks like on the interior. And here is the frame. Look at how well machined this pistol is. You have a blue trigger bar too, which is kind of funny. Didn't expect to see that on the blue trigger. God, this thing is just so well machined. This pistol has an extremely ergonomic, high quality frame here. Standard PPQ ergonomics. LOK Grips just came out with aftermarket grip panels, so if you do want to get rid of this wraparound grip panel right here and give it a more Vertex style frame to it, as far as like a Beretta M9A3, you can do that if you don't want the hump back here as bad. So that is an option if you guys want to change out these grip panels. That's probably something that we'll end up doing. But they are a great stock grip if you just want to keep it stock. Moving back to the frame here, again, it is extremely well machined, and look at how it has a full monolithic type frame to it. A full dust cover, extremely heavy, and it adds to the overall controllability of the pistol because of how light the recoil impulse of it. God, man, I think the frame weighs more than the slide almost.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is heavy. As far as features here, you have amazing texture as far as checkering on the front strap and on the trigger guard. And again, obviously you have nice grips on the back here. Full dust cover again. Look at multi-slot Picatinny rail right here. A very wide, spacious trigger guard so you can get gloved hands in there, no problem at all. It's just a beautiful frame.
It's really an amazing handgun. I mean, I know it has some weight to it and stuff, but talk about overall quality, and to have a steel Walther PPQ and 5-inch like this it's just amazing quality.
No machining marks, no problems like that. Tinnifer coated everything as far as the frame and the slide and the barrel. It's just beautiful, guys. It's just amazing quality. Again, you're paying for it at MSRP of $1,500, but it is well worth it.
I honestly think that is almost a steal at that price, because what I compare something like this type of upper quality to is your $4,000 custom-built 1911s and stuff.
Very true.
I mean, it's an amazing gun. If you're into Walther PPQs at all, I think you got to have one of these to be able to use it and compare it to your other rest of your collection and just enjoy it, or take it out and shoot it for competition.
Yeah. As far as pistols like this, there's not a whole lot like it. I mean, you know, Dan Wesson just announced their new Dan Wesson X, which is a 1911 CZ hybrid. Again, a steel frame gun. You know, that's what I would compare something like this to. In the future, we're definitely picking up one of those Dan Wesson X's. It looks to be outstanding quality also.
And it's another $1,800 to $2,000. So again, I think that's probably a pretty good deal for the money. And I know not everyone is into buying handguns that are $1,800 to $2,000, but there are a lot of people that are. And for those of you that are, I think this pistol right here and possibly that new Dan Wesson coming out represent a value when you're looking at top quality handguns here.
Yeah, no question.
So yeah, the weight counts against you a little bit when you're first picking it up. And obviously it is not a carry piece, but for a competition gun or a gun just for fun, this thing's a 10. Let's go from target to target. Okay, the Walther Q5 Match has a great trigger on it. It is a pre-cock striker fired trigger. So you're in that position right there. The safety dingus is right here. Push it into the blue trigger. You've got that much movement. Take it till we get some resistance. Just a little bit of creep and it breaks. Again, little bit of creep and it breaks. It's a very good trigger overall. Reset, out just a little bit, and you catch it and you're on the wall almost. So again, catch it and really you're at the wall. So shooting off reset is about as good as it gets right here.
I still think that the Walther PPQ is the best striker fire trigger in the business. What about you?
This is definitely one of the finest triggers you could possibly shoot with.
I mean, if you're not talking about a 1911 trigger in single action,
those are really the only ones. Yeah, the 1911 triggers in single action, the good ones, are really the only thing that's going to be over a Walther PPQ like trigger. In my opinion, I agree with that. I think it is the best. So if you're not shooting a very nice 1911, then this is the best trigger on the market.
Thing is very accurate. Ultra accurate.
It is friggin' amazing. One of the most enjoyable Walther PPQs I have ever fired by far. Yes, you can't really conceal this for concealed carry, but as far as an enjoyable pistol at the range or a home defense pistol, my God, does it really get any better than that?
Yeah.
Amazing, guys. Now back to the tabletop. All right, guys, so we highly recommend this pistol, obviously, for many, many reasons, as we've tried to go over in this video review. It is a top quality handgun from Walther. I think you get them while they're out there, get them while they last, because I don't know how long something like this will be made. Anytime you come up against something that's so high quality, but yet has a little bit of a higher price to it, always makes me wonder, you know, how long will the market keep absorbing it and buying the handgun before they just don't buy enough and the manufacturer decides to not make it anymore. So get this one. If you're interested in Walther handguns at all, get this one. And I think I'm going to try to get the all polymer one too. I think I want both. But this is something that is an amazing handgun, all steel construction with a Walther tremendous trigger on it. The MSRP currently is $14.99. Is that right, young brother?
Yeah. And another thing to mention, guys, Walther legendary lifetime warranty. If you ever have a problem, they'll cover you. They have an amazing warranty department. Just saying. Just something to mention for sure, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So in other words, to kind of put it in perspective, this costs less than most every 1911 that I own, except for the Magnum Researches and the SIG and the Smith & Wesson 1911.
Yeah.
So if you're into, you know, 1911s, whether they're commanders or full size, this gun is actually less expensive than many of the upper end 1911s that are on the market, if you wanted to compare it that way. It's difficult to compare this to another $600 polymer handgun. You're not comparing the right thing. This is an upper end, very top of the line handgun made by Walther in the Q5 match, and you need to be comparing it to other top of the line handguns.
Yeah, like a SIG Legion or anything like that.
Right.
Or again, the Dan Wesson X when it comes out.
Right. Those are the things you should be comparing it to. But if you're a Walther PPQ fan at all, this one should be on the top of your list of something to get over the next 6 months for sure. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you're interested in this Walther PPQ Q5 match steel frame or anything else available from Walther Firearms, go ahead and go to their products on their website and check it out. Do keep in mind that if you wanted the one with the full magwell on it, that one is also available, a little bit more expensive, but you can't use all your regular PPQ magazines. So we wanted to go this route, something that you can use all of our Walther PPQ mags for, right? That makes the most sense. So you Walther fans out there, make sure you get the exact one you want so you can use as many mags as you want to, or if you don't have the other handguns, then go ahead and consider the one with the full magwell or mag guide to it. As always, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, Beretta 9mm USA, and support us on Patreon if you like, for more guns and gear videos coming up in the future. And remember, your Second Amendment is worth protecting.